On the 67th floor of the tower, chaos reigned. A massive swarm of red locusts, relentless and deadly, swept through everything in their path. As the lizard men fought desperately to protect their homes, hope dwindled with each passing second. Just when it seemed all was lost, a fiery beacon of power descended from the skies. Iona, the destroyer, wielding magic so potent it could scorch the heavens. Yet, as her spell disintegrated the locusts, a new, more terrifying wave approached. With a daring plan involving mystical green onion blades from the enigmatic Seojun, the so-called Great Black Dragon, Iona rallied the warriors for one last stand. Little did they know, their salvation lay in the most unexpected of places. Will Iona's faith in the Great Black Dragon's crops turn the tide, or will the tower succumb to the relentless swarm? Dive into an epic tale of magic, bravery, and an unlikely hero whose ingenious creations might just save them all. This episode starts on the 67th floor. A huge swarm of red locusts was rampaging, killing everyone. A group of lizard men was trying to fight back. In terms of strength, the lizard men were easily able to kill the red locusts, but the locusts were too numerous. It was impossible for the lizard men to defend against them. They were just about to lose hope and were considering sacrificing themselves to buy time, so their family members could flee to the lower floors. Just then, Iona activated her spell, chanting countless high-level spells at once and launching a huge fireball that looked like a mini-sun. Even the lizard men were shocked to see it. The next moment, Iona, with all her might, launched her attack toward the swarm of red locusts. In an instant, everything in the path of the fireball was disintegrated. Everything vanished within the range of the fireball. All the red locusts died, making a huge hole in the ground. But as we got a wider view, we saw that what Iona did was like taking out a bucket of water from a sea 100 times bigger. More locust swarms were approaching from above. Iona immediately opened her inventory, threw all the green onion blades toward the confused lizard men, and explained that her spell had bought them some time. She instructed them to plant all these plants strategically on the battlefield and also warned them to be careful, as these plants were super sharp. The lizard men were too shocked to see that the plants were just green onions, but Iona urged them to hurry up while she bought more time. The lizard men and other warriors were intensely confused, but since the instruction came from Iona the Destroyer, they immediately started to plant the green onion blades on the battlefield. However, Iona's huge spell was only enough to buy a few minutes until the red locusts returned. Seeing the huge swarm, everyone started to lose hope, thinking they would die. They started to run, but as soon as the red locusts saw the green onions, they rushed toward them to eat. Little did they know that as soon as they did, they got sliced in half, dying instantly. Seeing the red locusts getting slashed in half and dying helplessly, everyone was bewildered. They couldn't believe the same red locusts they had worked so hard to kill were getting sliced in half like butter by some green onions. Iona was watching this from the sky, observing the scene. When a confused lizard warrior asked her what in the world was happening and what that weird plant was, Iona, with a proud smile, said that the Great Black Dragon had given his blessing to them. Everyone got more confused hearing the name Black Dragon and about the blessing. Iona, with a loud voice, proudly announced that she had met the Great Black Dragon and that these magical plants were grown by the Great Black Dragon himself. With this, the red locusts would no longer be able to get past the barrier made with the green onion blades. She instructed everyone to only kill the red locusts that got past the green onion blades. Hearing that the Great Black Dragon was with them, everyone got fired up and, with newfound strength, they started to destroy all the remaining red locusts, all praising the name of Seojun, the Great Black Dragon. Meanwhile, on the 99th floor, it was another great sunny day and the poison bees were sucking juice from the flowers. Seojun, on the other hand, was getting frustrated as the system was spamming his vision with thousands of notifications saying his crops defeated a pest and he acquired 1 XP point. But Seojun was also happy because he was gaining XP by doing nothing. Kung, on the other hand, was sitting with a green onion blade, staring at it intensely. Then we see Kung gather all his strength, trying to split the green onion blade in half. In the next moment, he did it. He split the green onion blade into two. He was very happy. Kung turned towards Seojun and excitedly said he did it. He split the green onion blade into two. Seojun, seeing this with a polite smile, complimented Kung, saying he did a great job, making Kung very happy. Then Seojun explained that the green onion blade was very tough. He was really worried about how to divide and plant them, but it was a relief that Kung is super strong. Kung, seeing Seojun complimenting him once again, got even happier, saying he would do anything to make his daddy happy. To reward Kung, Seojun gave him some queen bee's juice and, while patting his head with a relaxed and relieved face, explained that a few days ago he made a deal with Iona to build a red locust defense line with the green onion blade. He was really worried about how to split it in half, but thanks to Kung, he was able to farm the green onion blade in no time and was able to give them to Iona on time. Then we see a flashback where Seo Jun was delivering the green onion blades to Iona, and she in return, with utmost respect while bowing, thanked Seo Jun and said if this isn't monitored properly, there may be cases of abuse of this crop within the tower. She believed that delivering the deposit for the crop through trade would also help Theo, a wandering merchant under the Great Black Dragon's command. Theo happily agreed. And so did Seo Jun. So from now on, only through Theo would imports of green onion blades happen. After that, Iona explained her plan on how she would make a huge fence around the waypoint of the 67th floor and would destroy all the red locusts with her war mage buddy. She would be really busy, so she would contact Seo Jun through the Wandering Association in Theo's name. Just then, Seo Jun heard a munching sound. Curious, he turned back and got shocked seeing Kung casually munching on a red locust like it was candy. All the color drained from Seo Jun's face. He immediately grabbed Kung, opened his mouth, and told him to spit out the red locust, thinking it might be poisonous. But Kung explained it was not poison. In fact, it was delicious. Just then, the wolf chief also asked Seo Jun if he could try a red locust. Seo Jun, still confused by this situation, realized monsters find the red locusts tasty. After they were done eating, Seo Jun gave the wolf chief the task of transporting the green tough blades to the 67th floor and bade farewell, saying to be careful. Now, almost all the red locusts are dead. The lizard men fought bravely with the red locusts on the 67th floor and now were using the dead red locusts as their food. But since there were already a lot of red locusts, the quantity supplied was much greater than the quantity consumed. Although the meat of the red locusts was incredibly juicy and tasty, there were just too many red locusts. There was a mountain of dead locusts, and even if the lizard men ate red locusts all day, it would not get finished. The quantity of the red locusts was too great. If they kept the red locust corpses unattended, the other remaining red locusts would come, eat the corpses, and lay eggs, and once again a new swarm would be reborn. So the corpses couldn't be left alone. Ko Jun decided to have the Silver Wolf tribe transport the red locusts killed by the green onion blade to the 99th floor, to be used by Seo Jun as fertilizer and food. In addition, Ko Jun also planned to sell a certain amount of red locusts to the rest of the floor and use the money to rebuild the 85th floor, which was destroyed by the red locusts. Now, back to the present, Seo Jun was plucking some cherry tomatoes, thinking of the great business he did, and he also arranged a portion of the profit to be given to the Silver Wolf tribe as a commission. Ko Jun was really proud of himself. But then we see someone fanning Ko Jun with a fan made of onion leaves. The next moment, Seo Jun, with a loud voice, yelled, asking if he wasn't going to fan him properly. The wind blowing was not refreshing at all. The one Seo Jun was yelling at was none other than our sales cat, Theo. Well, it seems after Seo Jun realized Theo was the one who took his son Pumpkin and sold it instead of returning it, he demoted Theo to his slave. Now Theo has to do anything that Seo Jun tells him. Theo, with a sad face, said his arms hurt and asked if he could become sales cat Theo again. Seo Jun, with an angry face, yelled again, saying it hadn't even been 5 minutes since Theo started fanning him and the sin of taking the sweet sun pumpkin potato and selling them was. It was a relief that he could replant the sun pumpkin by dividing the shoots, or they would have almost lost a new crop forever. As Seo Jun was scolding Theo, Theo was just sitting, fanning Seo Jun with a sad face, sadly admitting he was extremely sorry and would not make this mistake ever again in the future. Then suddenly, Theo got excited, revealing to Seo Jun that it was a relief he only sold the sun pumpkin to Dong Shik, who he knows is a kind hunter who keeps secrets. As Theo was explaining, Seo Jun listened carefully. Seeing Seo Jun not saying anything, Theo got a little carried away and, tapping his chest, proudly said that it looked like Dong Shik was really in need of the sun pumpkin. After seeing the effect of the sun pumpkin, he got extremely happy like he won a lottery. And with this, the trust between him and Dong Shik increased more. So according to Theo, he did a great job. But the silent Seo Jun, while making an annoyed face, said, add 30 minutes of fanning more, making Theo surprised. The next moment, we see Theo crying and fanning, complaining that he is really working hard to fan Seo Jun, just like Seo Jun said, and his hand is really in pain. He asked if Seo Jun could lower the time, but Seo Jun didn't say anything. On the contrary, while grabbing his shoulder, Seo Jun whispered that his shoulder suddenly started to ache. Theo, hearing this, stopped the fanning and said to Seo Jun that if his shoulder was aching, he could take a look and give Seo Jun a massage. The next moment, we see a worried Theo massaging Seo Jun. telling Seo Jun not to overwork as he doesn't want Seo Jun to get sick. Seo Jun, on the other hand, was enjoying this special treatment, thinking he should tease Theo a bit more. But once again, the system started to flood Seo Jun's vision with notifications about red locusts getting killed and gaining XP. Seo Jun, annoyed, hid the system notification, but just after a few minutes, the system informed Seo Jun that due to a large amount of XP, Seo Jun leveled up. As a reward, he got 50 tower coins. Seeing this, Seo Jun got excited and jumped up from his sitting position. Leveling up, he couldn't believe he leveled up so fast. Working his butt off farming and killing fish. Leveling up was like a dream for Seo Jun. To level up so fast, he was really in a good mood. Then Seo Jun got a job quest to harvest 1,000 crops, which was just a matter of a few days for Seo Jun. It was not a difficult quest for him. Seo Jun was really happy, thinking if things go on like this, he might really become a high level and be able to increase his mana. Just as he was about to say something, Theo intervened. He was very angry, shouting at Seo Jun, saying, "See, what is Seo Jun doing? He is sick, his back is hurting, and if Seo Jun jumps like this, his condition will worsen." Theo insisted Seo Jun sit so he could give a massage. But before Seo Jun could say or do anything, Theo climbed on Seo Jun's face, touching Seo Jun's face. Theo shouted, "It seems like Seo Jun also has a problem with his face, and while I'm doing the massage, I'm also going to give Seo Jun a face massage." Well, like Theo, he started kneading Seo Jun's neck, making Seo Jun go crazy. Meanwhile, in a distant corner of the 99th floor, Mommy Bear was fighting some corrupted tree monsters. Well, not fighting, she was smashing them like breadcrumbs, killing them instantly. She was really annoyed. Until now, she had almost crushed hundreds of corrupted trees. She was really furious, as for some reason, these tree bastards from the west had been invading her territory. All she was doing all day was crushing them. She really wanted to go see Seo Jun, her hubby, and also meet her baby Kung. So she thought to take a break and meet Seo Jun. She grabbed a huge corrupted tree and, while dragging it down, started to walk towards Seo Jun, thinking about what would be for dinner today, like a husband returning from a job to meet his wife.